Welcome back to Just Play Better. We are in the dark crags reaches of the cut, slashing my way through the wasteland towards the mighty castle where I can slay my villainous foe. Here, our challenge today, we're seeing Sohum as Nebula, we're seeing RJorb as Hoshiko. Well into the top card here. I am Jaiden. I'm joined by my trusty companion Martin. Martin, go
Hello,
ahead.
welcome. Thanks for inviting
We're
me
getting
to your channel, Jaiden. I'm keen to see you fight the evil wizard at some point.
Oh, of course. We're so close to defeating my foe and returning back to my land. But first, we have to watch these two titans battle it out in this wild landscape. Both of these players, we are well into the cuts. We're at the one life elimination stage. Sohum was our king of Swiss, first seed. He's playing Nebula, undefeated so far on the day, 4-0, up against RJorb. Honest Hoshiko also had a really good run as well. Looks like we are kicking things off with a spin doctor.
Yeah, we're jumping straight into it. You're right.
Let's talk about these two guys. Sohum, like this resume: top cut Adelaide Megacity, top cut
Okay.
Canberra Megacity, top cut
Oh, interesting.
East Nationals 2023, top cut Southern Nats 2024.
I
Like
realize I have no
absolutely
stats to refer to. I'm just taking your word on this, Jaiden.
unbelievably. This is true. And then like our job: top cut Adelaide Megacity, top cut Canberra Megacity. Top cut Brisbane Nats last year.
Okay.
Winner of a mega city, like a nationals in I think 2019 or so. Like just,
Yeah,
I think
right.
we might be watching. I want to say here the two best and most consistent Netrunner players in Australia. Is that possible?
I would really have to pull out the stats for any commentary on my part there. I
Like
do
this
not
is
know top cuts at all
an
anymore.
absolute barn burner. We have seen a Nebula start with a hedge and some discards, possibly a bit flooded. No central protection
Ooh,
currently, so that Hoshiko is going to get an HQ access and a flip.
yeah.
A flip for both players, clean getaway HQ. This is another kill Nebula, another Nebula spending 12 influence on end of the line, and the last 3 influence on a sim reset, a simulation reset, which is I think a pretty cool splash. Another way to sort of reset your hand, some power draw,
Oh
and sort of
yeah, you're
find
right.
some
This
more.
is a big kill. Huh.
Yeah.
Get the
So
deafness out.
3-fold lead, 3 touch ups. Not many ice, only 9 ice. We've got a ping, 3 Mesachevsko, 3 Doom Scroll, which I like,
I do
and
like
2
that too. Yeah, that is pretty
Um,
good. I like it.
money. There's some sudden commandments in there, so we can potentially help combo out some kill. And there's also 3 behold, so just accessing on centrals is, you force your corp to keep running, and maybe they're going to hit that behold.
Yeah, always run really. Always be running,
Absolutely.
Jaden.
Popping that spin doctor, I'm assuming there are a couple of agendas in hand, or maybe too many pieces that we just want to shuffle back and try
Fair
and
enough.
protect them while we find some more defense.
Yeah.
I mean that is only 9 ice, so your odds of being able to protect HQ and R&D turn 1 aren't as high as we see as we might like for some of these Nebula lists.
No, fair enough.
It's such a spiky deck to to access with those beholds that might be enough of a deterrence. It's a Shiko, pretty reg stuff. There's a clean getaway, there's a couple pinholes, a boomerang, some nukers, a couple stone ships, an azimuth, 2 echelons, so it doesn't have the air blades that we've seen a lot of decks play, and then the rest of it is, money. You got Kiko, a ton of companions to sort of power that, a couple
Yeah,
twinning.
there are a lot of companions. I'd be shocked if there's not companions in a Hoshiko.
Super reg, and of course 3 bank card now banned as well.
Do you have a favorite companion, Jaden?
Well, I think we've discussed that Mystic Mamie is like hideous and disgusting. I quite like Fencer.
You like which one? Sorry.
Fencer. I obviously like
Fencer's cool.
historically the least played of the companions,
That
but
is true.
I think now that crashing asset has become pretty high value, and some of the cards that help with that have rotated, we are seeing a lot more play here. We are going to ice R&D. We're installing something in a new remote. Could be another spin doctor. Could just be a behold on the table. Could just be jam a false lead and stare at your opponent to see if they'll check it. RJorb sticking with HQ, seeing a planogram there,
Ooh,
making sure to flip the Nebula ID back.
I like it.
We are building up a leech on the table as well. Be handy
Oh.
for some of those bigger ice, the Mesachevsko, or like even Doom Scroll until you have like the full suite with your echelons is pretty annoying to deal with. So I don't think you feel too bad about cooking a leech a bit.
100%. I also didn't realize
Do
all
we
the companions had like thematic subtext.
you and your flavor text? What's some of our interesting flavor text that we're looking at here?
But they're all
It is
friends do something, right? So like Trickster is
sure.
friends hide your fears. But your favorite, friends break your walls.
Friends break your walls.
You compared to like
What?
the others being like friends, friends guard your passions, friends, lift your
Friends
spirits, and
break
then
your
Fencer,
friends break your walls.
friends
Me.
break your walls. I should tear your walls down, but I like to think of it in a literal sense. They are
Friends
destroying
destroy
stuff.
your house.
Yeah. What else would Fencer be referring to there?
The first time you said it, I kind of misheard, and I thought it was like I didn't exactly. I don't know. It sounded a little like friends hit the back wall to me, but anyway.
No.
No,
No,
that's not
friends
what friends do.
just friends break your walls, Jaiden.
Good. And please, anytime you want to break my walls, that would be absolutely appreciated. We are seeing a
in the
USS
wise words of Fencer, yeah.
ton of money
A
corpside,
lot of money
and we have
courtside.
for HQ. It looks like I'm seeing at least one behold in hand, possibly petty cash. Not quite sure what some of those other cards are in here, but definitely some cool tools and flipping Nebula back.
Ooh.
The echelon has come down with the leech. And the banker. We should be able to get some
Yeah, it's not too bad.
HQ accesses.
Like a yes or no
Banker.
token, I like it.
Yes or no? A yes or no token. What is that useful for in Netrunner?
I honestly don't know what that token would have been like. Yeah, I know. That's a interesting one there.
Because in my mind, a yes or no token would be like.
But that's what the Y/N assume refers to.
Yeah. Why is it on the same side? If you're gonna like flip it or man.
Well, I assume it's like the prompt. Do you want to continue? Yes, no. But I don't know why it's on the token. Like that's the thing. I'm lost on why it's on the token.
That's fine.
Um,
We have had some reading of IDs.
well,
Always
I
useful.
personally don't read the IDs if I can avoid it.
No, well you don't read. You don't. Do you know how to read?
Again, I don't think either of us know how to read, Jaiden.
I know how to read. I can.
Really?
I obviously I'm not going to do it now. I don't feel like the need to perform that publicly for you, but I can do it privately.
True. I'll hit you up offline after the recording just for a bit of reading.
And this is Hoshiko, sure gambling, choosing not to run this turn. So we are going to stay flipped as Nebula, potentially getting extra click. I'm pretty sure that is 2 behold in hand as well. So let's see.
That is cool. Yeah.
Not sure that there's an agenda in hand for him to score, but it's a little bit tough to see. There could be one that we're just not seeing.
Behold, pretty nice.
Yes. We are sudden commandmentsing. That's gonna draw a couple cards, gain him a click back, and allow him to play another operation. I believe we're not at threat, so that extra ability to gain a click for money is not going to be available.
That is true. We're not at threat. Yeah, no, I like it. We can kind of see it in the hand. You can clearly see the credits. Pretty good so far, Jaiden.
Yep.
Because I know how opinionated you are about credits and visibility of credits.
You're really trying to get me on this. This is fine. Like it's really not a big deal.
I think it's even funny if I just cut like the segment out about you going on a rant about like credit stacking as well. And then just
You gotta stop threatening me with embarrassing edit. We are building a
No, I think it's worse for me on that one, Jaiden, because it's just me referencing it with no other context end.
So did we see an event get played with that sudden commandment? I may have missed it, but
I don't think I saw an event come down either.
Yeah, interesting. So that may have just been to get the click back. Well, I suppose you have to play this. So it doesn't. Also possible that
Just
he was
click.
expecting to draw into an event and just sort of didn't.
That's true as well. Yeah.
It also may have been, I think this is something Sohum said at some point, that may have been what this was referring to. There was a point where he forgot that Sudden Commandment only gave a click at threat 3. That might have been the play that we've just seen. That might have been a small.
Okay. There are
I
no
think
notes on my
has
sheet here, so I would not be able to tell you that.
That's fair. We have pivoted into a pretty solid-looking remote. Rising Tide has come down.
Ooh. Okay.
So, and threaten.
I like Rising Tide.
I do as well. And we're seeing an HQ run an Unsmiling Serevna res.
Yeah.
Echelon is at strength now with that Rising Tide to just sort of break this without needing leech help.
Sure.
And it looks like we are giving the 2 credits to prevent RJorb from breaking more than one of these. I believe with Bankard it's just going to be net damage subroutines. So we'll break one and then looks like stuff a couple of net damage
Ooh.
there. Hunting for a dice. There we go. For a
Yeah,
like an 8-sided dice.
I just
An intriguing choice for a 3-card hand. Alright, and now
I just reach for a card randomly, honestly, at that point.
Yep.
I was
And
really
looks like
like
a strike fund has been hit. That's gonna. We've made a fair bit of money off of this run, and 2 strike funds. So far we've made 6 credits just for running this HQ, and we've only spent 1 to break
honestly,
1 sub.
pretty nice.
Feels pretty great.
Honestly, pretty good.
Flip back, and we are seeing an end of the line in hand. So
and then you freak out just a little bit there.
Just a little bit. We are down to only 1 card in hand, but with the amount of money we just made, we should be somewhat safe from like an Opera research play or that kind of
that's true.
aggression. Not that we've turned on Opera research with the Trasher of Steel, but always something to be mindful of.
And another draw. I like it.
Absolutely. And Hoshiko's flips, even more money coming in. So both players sitting on a pretty comfortable amount of credits. Lots of flipping back and forth. I think that Corp ID is perhaps on the wrong side. I'm forgetting. I think the planet side is the. Maybe I'm misremembering.
I do not know the. And
a false lead scored. Absolutely massive. That is a lot of the way.
Yeah, what a way really to scare the runner a little bit.
Absolutely. Now every single run, really every click has to be sort of considered because it can be so easy to get trapped.
Yeah, it's
if you end your click queue with a tag.
Yeah.
We are pivoting to. I think I'm wrong actually. I think that Nebula side is the correct side, and the planet side is.
I'll remind you on that in the next event that you cannot tell what the ID is when you're commentating.
It's a tough one.
We need to
Another one of these beautiful LSR LEIDs that were given out on the day. I'm honestly kind of surprised there was still a Nebula one left when we got to, because we did this reverse order, the top cut players picking towards the end.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, I picked Phoenix, and then I don't know what people picked after me.
Sure.
I think I know some people are definitely passionate about certain cards.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, no, I don't know about Nebula.
The Nebula was so beautiful. We had, it's a relatively popular ID right now. I'm glad Sohum able to get it because he's a classic NBN player and he's done really well with this Nebula deck.
Oh yes, so far, another stat note by sheet, Jaiden.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm glad you actually know players, though. Very good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another short gamble down, so really keeping our money up. It looks like we are running archives. Sort of keep Hoshiko flipped and
yeah, okay, I see it.
Spin Doctor, or maybe that's not a run. Maybe this is just a Spin Doctor pop. No, we're adding leech counters. That indicates a run to me.
That does,
like
yeah.
A face down,
I think that's a good assumption. And Coop's still on a bit of money as well. Looking pretty good, though.
Absolutely. I think you have to feel like that remote may have just solely been to score a false lead. It may not be needed for the rest of the game, obviously.
I would be surprised, yeah. Like, a false lead's pretty good just to score out, honestly.
Yeah. And we are on 3 next big thing in this deck. Like, this isn't like a committed score 7 points out of hand deck, I
Sure.
wouldn't think.
Yep.
So there may be, if we're scoring out, we may need that remote for that next big thing. But we'll see. I mean, you do have 4 3/2s in the deck, so potentially you could just score 3 of those out of hand with touch ups or petty caches.
Yeah,
And
that makes
the
sense.
Nebula ability. It's a surprisingly flexible deck for something that is so all in on, like, there's so many cards dedicated to killing your opponent.
Yeah, no, I'm liking the list just looking at it. I just think
Thank you.
what's going on.
Maybe there wasn't a Spin Doctor pop. Maybe it was just flipping cards. I thought he shuffled R&D, but that Spin Doctor is still on the table. I may have misread the board there, but it looked like there was a shuffling stuff back into R&D.
Yeah, I'm
And
not sure.
we are. I was wrong. We are putting something that remote. We are icing archives to try and make those Hoshiko flips a little harder.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll have to see whether we want to push on this remote. I mean, you have a lot of leech counters, Bankar, 2 of your breakers. Obviously, if there's a Mesnachevsa at the back, you won't be able to get in, assuming both eyes get rezzed. But anything else, you should be able to deal with.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there's only one ping. There's no, like, Funhouse. There's no
There's only one ping.
virtual service agent. So, in theory, you're not likely to come away with 1 billion tags. At least from the ice. In this, obviously, we know that there's beholds in the deck. This could very easily be a behold that's been jammed.
I do love a behold trap.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like I too often, like, beholds, bites, snares. I don't often put them on the board and force people to go into them. And that's I think
there's something fun about getting those on the board and just hitting them though.
That's the mark of, like, the high level sort of trap players. It was when you can jam them and pull people into those traps.
Oh, and boy, have I done that before. That was sure, I don't win a lot of games, but boy, am I really good at getting people to fall for traps in Netrunner. Not necessarily for game, just traps in general.
You think traps even outside of the game you're gonna get it? What real life traps have you made people fall into?
Oh, Jaiden, we can't talk about that in this space here.
Okay, this is not a safe space.
Well, what sort of traps do you want to hear about, Jaiden? We can.
I don't know if you covered a pit with leaves or something.
The pit of leaves doesn't work as well as you think it would.
Really?
Yeah, people are very suspicious over a pit of leaves. They'll normally go around it.
What do you cover a pit with? Well, that's because you're like an urban dweller. You're doing this in, like, an office building, whereas really
yeah, that's true. That's probably my big mistake. Always doing like a leaf pit trap in the office.
Things are happening in this game. We're raindrops in this remote.
Okay.
And it looked like Sohum was mulling a Doom Scroll res, it looked like to me, which would be a leech counter and 2 credits like for the actually no, because there's Bankar, I apologize. So this would just be like 3 net damage, or he also has the tools to pay to break some of those subroutines as well. Looks like we are not rezzing. We are going to res a ping here to give a tag.
I like it.
I think this is click 1, so we should still, as long as it's the only tag we take, be safe from a false lead perspective.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure which click this is now. I
think this is click 1.
Just talking about, like,
I think this is a click 1 run. This would be a relatively dangerous run, I think, on any other click.
Yeah, it is interesting when the trackers are used, not used though. Definitely flip flops a little.
Well, tracking clicks is a bit. It's good to do when it benefits you, but sometimes it's. I
think we're both analyzing just different things in this game, Jaiden. Thank you. They picked up on our feedback. Do have a flip. Much appreciated for flipping them now. I do have a live feed of what we're saying. It is weird that they let us commentate during the game and after, so our feedback was actioned at any point.
Losing a paladin to damage. There are 2 in the decks. We may still see one later, and we're also going to get a card back. With raindrops, I think we are really pondering whether we want to get an access here. If this is a behold.
Yeah. What do you feel?
You're in a pretty bad spot. Well, you do have 4 cards in hand. I guess, like, double end of the line would be lethal because you'd be on 3 tags.
You know the Cole's got at least one in the line at this point.
We do know that.
Wait, really... You know that.
Sorry?
The runner at this point knows that, yeah.
Yeah, they saw an end of the line.
Yeah. That's what I mean. What are you feeling here? Do you check out? Do you continue?
It is tough. It's so like when you've run down, like you feel so committed, but I think jacking out is a pretty respectable.
It's definitely a safer play.
Clearing the tag, click 2, so as to not get trapped with it by a false lead. Seeing two very similar looking shirts on the stream. We got Ebental in the back in sort of plaid, and then someone else in like a red sort of plaid, right up behind RJorb.
I wasn't really observing that one, but yeah, thanks for drawing my attention to that, Jaiden.
It's interesting. It's just an interesting. I don't know who this second person is. I think it's a long shirt, or it could be some matching pants there. I think it's a long shirt, though. Surely, I don't remember someone in like a full plaid suit.
Me neither, but.
Oh, and we are running back.
Oh, okay. Like the classic run in, run out.
Well, I mean, clearing the tag, coming back, and so here's a doom scroll there. Bankar has been turned off, so we'll need to look at breaking that. So leech and breaking the 2 relevant submarines still could be a behold in this remote. That would trap you with 1 tag.
Oh, isn't it better
reporting for the scoring push? Pretty well navigated there by RJorb to back out of that tag, clear it, make sure you're not going to get trapped with false lead, and still have the clip.
Very good.
Really big brains for the Netrunner. Cautious, but still.
Well, that's what we love. We love to see people playing the game properly. And really think about how to play.
I'm pretty sure Sohum just picked his nose and wiped it on his shirt there.
I'm not cool.
I believe that's what we just saw. Not to draw too much attention to it. But...
Again, I'm pretty sure there's been other instances where things might have happened like that. I'm just not called about, Jaiden.
Okay, I haven't noticed. That's fine.
No, that's why I stopped looking at the player cams this game.
And there is an upper research coming down. That's fine. I have 100% done that. I just haven't seen.
Leave commentating the weird, obscure stuff to me, and you can comment on the actual game state.
Great. Alright, we've got another jam in the server, an upper research for, it'll be 2 tags because we're not at threat. And now this becomes another challenge to sort of navigate. You would think you'd have to spend your first 2 clicks clearing the tags, otherwise the false lead gets flipped here, gets sacked, and you're stuck with the tag.
That's true.
I think we're still perhaps determining where Bankar is going to go. Are we looking to challenge this remote? Bankar is going to go on R&D. We could still challenge the remote. We do have, the tools. It's 3 credits and a leech counter to get in. Possibly 4 credits, depending on if we run with tags.
Yeah, if you run with tags.
We are clearing the tags first 2 clicks, which I think is pretty reasonable play.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
And now it's going to be determined whether we want to run, get a flip, run, challenge this remote. What do we think's in this remote?
Yeah, I know. I would try to go a trap now after an agenda last one.
Interesting. I think with the Oppo, like an agenda would be maybe more ideal. Like it's really tough to run this here, but depends what's in hand. And I think hold is also just as good because. I think you probably would be expecting another push here if you're.
I would be putting a trap there because I think like a push makes more sense.
We are running R&D. I'm gonna guess we're not gonna push the remote this turn. Then we do have a click left. Just trying to determine whether we want to take some damage or break some ice subroutines. Yeah, that's true. That means that Oppo resing 3 pieces of ice over the past couple turns.
It's crazy that
we do
lose some money.
It is kind of wild. And some of it gains the runner money, as we saw, which is rude. So we are breaking, it looks like, breaking the relevant subroutines there. All of them, I think, with the net damage. And another end of the line on the top. So we're going to be having 2 of those in hand. And a fermenter coming down for some long-term econ. Feels pretty good. That is not all of the runners MU used.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm not even thinking of you at the moment, but yeah, no, Glad you're flagging that just in case, Jaiden.
Oh yeah, there's no Kiko. We haven't seen any companions yet either. It's really just ice-breaking tools and that fermenter.
That's true.
So far.
Where are all the friends? We're here to watch.
So not
Hoshiko
this is the first sort
pals.
of long term. Absolutely, we really want the whole gang to be on board.
Oh, true. Man.
And he does have the whole gang. He's got all the companions and even 2 paladins in his deck.
Yeah,
that would be
we're the whole friend group, yeah. And we haven't seen him out at all so far.
So, not looking to score this remote. I mean, it could still be an agenda, and maybe he doesn't want to go that poor. It could also just be that this was a behold that has not
we can kind of see
has not been taken up.
Were you seeing the other behold in hand still?
We are seeing a behold in hand. I'm pretty sure. I feel like there were 2.
Yeah, there were definitely 2.
Yeah. So I think one just got discarded. So drawing.
Oh yeah, maybe. It's interesting which parts I pay attention to, versus just kind
of there's a lot going on.
Analyzing the tokens, I guess. Very different commentaries here, Jaiden, is all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying? And all I'm saying is what's going on in the game, which I guess proves your point.
Yeah, and one of us have to do that, otherwise it's really bad. It's so great to begin with, Jaiden, but man, keeping us afloat.
Anchor back on HQ. Ooh. We are going to raindrops it, it looks like.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll just sort of take this damage to get some more draw if we like these cards in hand. I think we are going to take 3 damage here.
We don't like those cards, apparently. See, do we lose some companions?
One at a time. Azamat, another Rising Tide. And we did lose a Kiko, one of our...
Yeah, one of the friends. And all the friends are going to the bin, Jaiden.
One, I think we may be out of beholds in here. I think we saw one get discarded. We are seeing just so many ends of the lines play around there. Take some money back and drawing up, so safe access. And I don't believe there was an operation last time.
A very nice click tracker flip as well to indicate that was click 1. I like it.
Yes,
the corp really keeping the trackers visual for us. Man, very good.
Very good. And I think we're just clicking for some credits, just not taking up the bait of that remote server, and just sort of waiting. See, we are sim resetting. Maybe what was in hand was not working for us.
What it sounded like, yeah.
Yeah, looks like maybe 4 cards getting dumped in the bin there. So shuffle 4 back, draw 4. It's a pretty fun click there. Maybe some of those econ operations coming back in, sort of shore them up. So, man, you got to use that mute function there, buddy. Are you okay? And what sim reset do you? Well, I suppose that obviously depends. I feel like it's often I just shuffle my whole hand back in. I'm not getting too.
I very rarely selectively do sim reset. Yeah, I normally go I normally flood it or something.
Yeah, it doesn't look like too much came out of the bin there. Maybe a hedge fund possibly. We are playing a predictive planogram. Feels good. Get that money back up. Get that flip. I'm intrigued by the removed cards being like so front and center at the top of the mat. Often there.
I always put my removed near the agendas, but face down. I think.
Yeah.
I like face down. Removed near agenda.
Sometimes I would go face down, and then they always end up flip face back up because I have to like remind myself of my.
Yeah, I had to do that mainly because like I know what they are, but my opponent was like, "Oh, what are these again?"
Yeah.
And you go, "Oh, this is
Because like in this deck, like Sim Reset removes, Spin Doctor removes, Petty Cash removes. Maybe there's something else that like. Obviously, you have your agendas. You could have forfeited false leads. But yeah, it's a real menagerie at the top there. Like that's basically his equivalent of the companions. I think is his cards removed from games.
True. At least someone's playing the companions in this matchup, Jaiden.
That's fair. I mean, we'll see. Looks like we are still continuing to go HQ. Another strike fund hit. That's the 3rd one there. Boomerang being lost. I think you can live without that boomerang. We haven't seen.
If you don't have the companions, you don't need the boomerang. Get rid of
and a
Vault.
touch-ups in hand.
Oh.
One of those kill combo cards. Worried about.
And that's always what you want to see as the runner, just knowing the corp has a kill combo.
Flipping. Yeah, so I think at this point RJorb is really and a stone ship in hand. It's really useful to have that come down to defend against potential turns where you get a little bit caught and be into the line. So as the runner, it seems like it's just a matter, like, for now, they're just trying to keep Sohum not flipped, not pushed too hard, or sort of get trapped with tags, touching beholds, or getting oppoed, anything like that. Just simple, single access HQ, sort of every turn as needed. And there we go, icing up HQ a little more, making those accesses a little bit tougher. And flipping again, another planogram got played there, so keeping the pressure on as well as the corp. Still have not seen whatever was installed in this remote. I think at this point it probably reads as a behold. It could be something like a next big thing that was sort of stashed there for safety and just hasn't found the window to score it. We are checking the top of R&D. Looked like that was a behold there. Oof, big hit.
Big hit indeed. I love to see it.
We do have 3 clicks left, so we'll be able to clear 1. Are we going to see the false lead?
Oh, we are flipped. Okay. Very good.
All right, this is a bit of a tough window to do it here. So he has got 1 tag, but it does look like he has, I think, 5 cards in hand and a stone ship on the board. I certainly don't know all the lines in terms of this deck kills. Obviously, there's an end of the line, but there's not enough tags to do it twice. And
I also like the remove from play pile now, having 2 face up and 1 face down in the agenda space.
You need to flip the false lead face down, otherwise. So what we got in hand, there's a false lead. We know that there's a touch-up, so it looks like there's still at least 1 end of the line. He doesn't look like he's sort of confidently, clearly got the kill, but there's 2 end of the line, in fact. But I think he's taking this opportunity to see if he can sort of put it together. So touch-ups can do 2 damage, and end of the line can do 4. That's 6. And we have popped the stone ship already, so I think we are up to 6 cards in hand. Sohum shaking his head, may not have window here. Still thinking it through. It's so easy, I think, sometimes when you're on these kill decks to like feel like you must have it. Like this must be.
Oh no, 100%. As opposed to playing a value hit or something, yeah.
And I got like 2 gaslight to fire on the same turn, so I could fetch all these kill pieces, and I'm like, I must have it. And I just sunk so much into like a hard-hitting news play that absolutely ruined me far more than it did the opponent, and I lost. But yeah, he looks like he's looking to install ice, so may not be going for a kill. It's also a question of whether there's a valid target for touch-ups on the board. You do have to place the advancement counters to then get the card sort of fired out of hand. So icing R&D, it looks like we may not be going for the kill this turn. Still has a tag. I wonder if there's an opportunity to perhaps trash that Bankar as well. Still looking at the remote, still not sure what that is. And just clicking for credits there. So definitely a potential window that didn't quite go, I think, as Sohum wanted. And I think you have to be feeling pretty good as the runner to survive through that.
Oh, definitely. As a runner, I feel really good, yeah.
Have that false lead off the table. That is like a boot that is slightly loosened on your neck. Slightly loosened. The pressure of the boot is less on your neck, which you use to breathe. And breathing is a way to stay alive. Cracking that fermenter, so going up, I believe that was 12 credits off that fermenter. So really just bouncing back up into big money sort of range. And there was also not an operation played, so Nebula not flipped. Looks like we are still gonna run R&D with Bankar there. No res. Looks like we're taking some damage. We do have a lot of cards in hand after the stone ship flip.
just a couple, Jaiden. Not many.
We're losing a banker, steel skin. We still do have that tag. And and a fermenter there. So we see on top. That looks like a tomorrow's headline, so another tag there, going up to 4 points. Does have the clicks to clear these tags, I believe. At least one of them. Spinning hits the bin and a spare echelon. They may have actually cleared that tag before running, but yes, I believe cleared both tags now. Okay, so now as Sohum, you're on 0 points, you're down 0-4. You don't have as strong as a kill threat as you may have had a couple turns ago. And your opponent does have, breakers, money, not like a huge multi-axis threat, but can probably crack most, like at least the remote that you're presenting currently. What's your sort of plan? Like, are you still going to try and hunt for a kill? Are you pivoting to scoring out?
You know me, Jaiden. I always hunt for the kill.
Fair. Looks like a few cards discarded. I think just drawing up there didn't. Not sure we actually ended up playing any new cards. Was that a new install on that remote? I saw that card getting slid around. I'm not actually sure if it got overwritten in the end. I think it might still be the same card, but I could be wrong. No, it must be a new install, I think. A new install. Bankar is on the remote. I apologize.
Yeah, I stopped paying attention for a second just because I thought I was getting background noise, so I was muting stuff. You're all good, Jaiden.
You're coming through crystal clear to me.
Okay, cool.
Looks like we are running the remote, losing the second copying of the twinning and a buzzsaw, and another companion fencer.
Oh, not another companion. Not the wall. Jaiden, how are we going to break down the walls?
Friends love breaking down your walls, and it was a false lead, so a 5th point going into the score area, not able to get that false lead through.
Unlucky.
RJorb looking relatively in control of this matchup at this point. Yeah, I think if that false lead had come through, different game, but
different game, but man, all
remote.
without any friends on the board. Wow.
Absolutely, he's doing it himself. RJorb soloing this game.
That's what Hoshiko is really all about. No friends, no companions, just a lot of running.
Interesting. Yes, absolutely. Another install remote. No, picking it back up. An install and an Oppo research, sort of another sort of challenge presented.
Yes, a challenge presented indeed.
No, it's a classic like Oppo fork. I think it was just it is a big Oppo, all 4 tags. I was saying, look, you can either come get this or you can clear. Obviously, you're on 5 points, and there's only one pointer left in the deck. There's a pretty good odds that this is points in the remote. I feel like you'd be
points in the remote.
You'd think. So there's definitely a chance you could just go, hey, I'm calling your bluff. I'm going to run that, and I think that's going to win me the game, and I don't need to.
It's also getting close to time at this point as well, I believe.
That is true. I believe we are definitely getting close to time, and RJorb is well up, and it looks like he is just going to spend his turn clearing down to 2 credits. So that is definitely a big swing. Another companion hits the bin. Mystic Mamie, you are not needed. You are not wanted. You are not loved.
It just... Yeah, you're really rough on Mystic Mamie there. You're really not an axolotl fan, are you, Jaiden?
And we are scoring out an embedded reporting with a counter. So using that extra click, I believe we fired a petty cache. How do we get that counter? That wasn't advanced at the start of turn.
Yeah, I'm not
I think sure. That was perhaps a petty cache being fired. Yep. To gain that click and some extra credits, sort of keep that money up. I do wonder what this embedded reporting counter is going to be for. So that is going to tutor an operation to the top of R&D.
Yeah, what operation do you grab here, Jaiden?
Honestly, on 2 credits, I wonder if it's just... he's put a petty cache on top of R&D. I believe he's going to be a credit short of firing that next turn. Looks like he's only on 2, but still definitely useful to have bouncing back from credits, and it being in the bin, that is threatening a way to score a 2-pointer out of hand. Looks like we are continuing to push on R&D, and he's gone through to access the petty cache and flip him back, just to sort of keep him honest there about having that extra click. I think at this point, running on low credits is relatively, certainly a lot safer than it has been for most of this game, and just maybe keeping Nebula away from that extra click is perhaps more valuable than clicking credits. Looks like clicking for 3, jamming something in the remote. And we're going to use, I don't, there was a Your Digital Life plate, I apologize. So Your Digital Life jamming something in the remote there. So maybe saving that petty cache for next turn. And Sohum, I think, definitely does have to be thinking about time here. If he can get a 3-pointer through.
Oh, true. If you get something through this close to time, that'd be great.
Yeah, well, if he can get a 3-pointer scored and RJorb keep him away from any other points, if it's a tie game, Sohum is the highest seed. He is our king of Swiss. He will be going through. So
sure, no, okay.
Perhaps he doesn't need to get a full score out. He just needs to get 3 more points on the board, which is still a pretty tough ask against the Hoshiko, but the money has slowed down a fair bit.
Yeah, definitely slowed down.
I think we've seen 2 Oppo played, so there's still a possibility that, if there's a bad run into something that isn't an agenda, something like a Behold or something like that, we could see that third Oppo still punish here and get a kill victory.
So I'm definitely just muted on the recording, I'm pretty sure, Jaiden, now. So I can hear my nephew in the background.
Okay, just it doesn't matter, that's fine. So wait, hold on. I'm speaking, but they can't hear you?
I'm hopefully I'm doing the right thing.
No, you should unmute yourself. It doesn't matter if there's, because they're not going to be able to make sense of this conversation because this is still in it.
No, I know, that's why it's so good. It's just, you sound crazy.
No, you gotta. I sound insane. I sound insane. Unmute yourself.
You do sound insane. I am back to being unmuted, Jaiden, hopefully.
Mancar is on his queue. I think time is being called in this turn. I think this
so.
is the. So, it's hard to say whether, I don't know that Sohum is able to score a 3-pointer this turn, particularly if RJorb is able to flip him back. There may be a 5-3 in that remote, and with a combination of like touch-ups or some other cards, we might just be able to get it through.
Sure.
It's a big ask, but I believe time.
5-3. I agree. I think time has been called now.
Just survive this turn, not end up in a position where he gets killed next turn, and not let a 3-pointer get scored by Sohum.
Sure.
We are, I think, going to run R&D, try to just make sure Nebula sort of flips back. We are popping a Spin Doctor, I think, just to dilute R&D a little bit more.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Possibly sticking Behold or something back in to sort of, a bad axis there. We could could see
bad axis is what you want here.
Still 1, so you could still clear. Well, no, 2 credits. I think clear down to 1 tag and end up with enough cards in hand that you'd be safe from end of the line.
Sure.
I don't even know if Behold's what's gone back in, but I think it's either that or just some like Operation Chaff to sort of dilute the accesses. And that looks like the 3rd Spin Doctor off the top, staying. No need to trash that.
Yeah.
I want to risk turning Oppo on for. I don't think a Spin Doctor is going to help them score, and I think it is just going to be click for 3 credits. Sohum doesn't look like he has the answer there, and that is going to be game. RJorb moving on.
Very good.
Half 12 victory. I think really, good plays from Sohum. It was the next big thing in the remote, but did not have for it out that turn. Probably needed another turn to sort of push that through.
Definitely.
Well played. And oh my goodness, in front of me coming down, it's the companion cube. And there's actually
why is it a cube now?
Cube and orb. The companion orb, there's actually no slot in the amulet for it. It's not necessary. I'm throwing it away.
Well, no, true. Takes by the axolotls.
Companion orb, you can go in the poisoned river, the River Torrens. We're in Adelaide. Thank you very much. I'm back next week for more of this, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. In this weekly 30 episode segment.